Good morning, students, and welcome back to the class. So, in the previous class, we were discussing about the contraceptive methods, okay, wherein the sperms are prevented meeting the egg so that pregnancy can be avoided, so that childbirth can be controlled. So, we have listed the various contraceptive methods, that is a natural method, barrier method, and this okay, and so many others. And out of these, yesterday we discussed about the natural methods of this contraception. Today we will discuss about the barrier methods. Here they prevent the meeting of this sperm and that of egg, okay, by a barrier. And here example for this barrier methods are condoms. And you see these condoms are rubber or made up of rubber or latex sheath, and these condoms are self inserted, okay, by the individuals. And these condoms, they cover the penis, okay, in males, and they cover the vagina and cervix in case of females, okay. And here what happens, the semen, okay, semen which we have already discussed in human reproduction, okay, that is a mixture of the secretion of various glands, and that of the sperm is known as a semen. So that semen, it do not enter the reproductive tract, okay, in the females. That is the cervix and the cervical canal both make the reproductive tract. So the semen, that is the mixture of the various gland secretion of glands and that of the sperm, it will not enter the reproductive tract, okay, because of these condoms. And these condoms, they prevent the AIDS, that is acquired immune deficiency syndrome, and this STDs, that is sexually transmitted diseases, okay. So the condoms which are made up of rubber and this latex sheath, they prevent the AIDS. AIDS is one of the sexually transmitted disease, and apart from that, it also prevent other STDs, that is sexually transmitted diseases. So that is one thing, condoms. And next, in this barrier we have a diaphragm, cervical caps, and vaults. So these are the different barriers, that is a diaphragm, cervical caps, and vaults. Let us see about more about these things. So all these, they are made up of rubber and latex, and these are inserted into the female reproductive tract. You see this diaphragm, cervical caps, and vaults, all these are inserted into the female reproductive tract, okay. And these barriers, that is diaphragm, cervical caps, and vaults, they block the entry of sperm through the cervix. So these barriers, they block the entry of sperm into the cervix, okay, so that it prevent the conception. Conception means to conceive. Conceive ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಗರ್ಭ ಧರಿಸೋದು. So these barriers, they block or prevent the sperm to enter into the cervix, that is a female reproductive part, so that it prevent the conception, that is conceive. Conceive means ಗರ್ಭ ಧರಿಸೋದನ್ನ ತಡೆಗಟ್ಟುತ್ತದೆ, okay. So this is about the barrier. What is that? Barrier method. First one we have discussed the natural method, second one is barrier method, and the next method is intrauterine devices. What is that? Intrauterine devices, that is shortly they are known as IUDs. IUDs, okay. So these intrauterine devices, as name itself indicates, these are inserted into the uterus of the female, Okay, so these intrauterine devices, they are used by females. Okay, and for this a doctor or nurse is essential. Okay, so doctor or nurse, okay, they will insert this IUDs in the uterus through the vagina. Okay, so here what happens, the doctors or nurses, they will insert these IUDs in the uterus through the vagina. Okay, and these intrauterine devices are of different types. First one is a non, what is that, medicated one, non-medicated, that is lips loop. Okay, and that means they are made up of plastic and plastic. Okay, and second one is a copper releasing IUDs. So copper releasing intrauterine devices. You see here, name itself tells that they release copper ion. Copper ions are released, and these copper ions, they suppress the sperm motility and fertilizing capacity. So these copper releasing IUDs, okay, they, here what happens, they release the copper ion, and these copper ions, they suppress the sperm motility. Motility means movement. Sperm movement ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಸಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವ, ತಡೆ ಹಿಡಿತಾವ. ಸೊ ಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, so that it cannot reach the egg, isn't it? And also it will suppress the fertility capacity of the sperms. ಆ ಒಂದು ಫರ್ಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಗರ್ಭಧಾರಣೆ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಒಂದು ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯವನ್ನು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡ್ತದೆ ಯಾವುದು, ಕಾಪರ್ ಅಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಅಂಡ್ these IUDs, they increase phagocytosis of sperm within the uterus. You see, these IUDs, that is intrauterine devices, they increase phagocytosis. Phagocytosis means the engulf of this sperm by the phagocytes. Phagocytes, they engulf sperm. So phagocytes ಅನ್ನುವಂತ ಸೆಲ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ, they engulf ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನುಂಗೋದು. ಏನನ್ನ ನುಂಗ್ತಾವೋ, engulf the sperm. ಈ ಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ ಯುಟರಸ್ ಒಳಗ, ಆ ಫೇಗೋಸೈಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಎಂಗಲ್ಫ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ತಿಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾವ. ಯಾವುದು, ಫೇಗೋಸೈಟ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಎಂಗಲ್ಫ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸುತ್ತುವರೆದು ಬಿಡೋದು, ಸುತ್ತುವರೆದು ಆ ಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ, ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಡೌನ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡ್ತಾವ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್ ಫಾರ್ fertilization. So that is what happens in IUDs. And next type is hormone releasing IUDs. You see, in IUDs we have three types. One is non-medicated, second one copper releasing, and third one is hormone releasing IUDs. These hormone releasing IUDs, example for them, they are what is that, Progestasert and that of the LNG20. These are the two hormone releasing IUDs. And here what happens, these hormone releasing IUDs, they make the uterus unsuitable for implantation. You see, these IUDs, they make the uterus is the female reproductive part, isn't it? And where the implantation takes place. Implantation means attachment of blastocyst, that is fertilized zygote which convert into blastocyst, and that attachment of that blastocyst to the uterine wall is known as implantation. But these hormone releasing IUDs, they make uterus unsuitable for this what is that, implantation. Okay, ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಆ ಇಂಪ್ಲಾಂಟೇಷನ್ ಆಗೋಕೆ ಅನ್ಸೂಟೇಬಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡ್ತಾವೆ ಯಾವುದು, ಯುಟರಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂಡ್ so that if there is no implantation and there is no any embryo development and there is no any child development. Next, and cervix hostile to the sperm. Okay, so that is what happens here in hormone releasing IUDs. And this hormone releasing IUDs are ideal for delayed pregnancy. ಡಿಲೇ ಅಂದರೆ ತಡ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಮುಂದೂಡೋದು. ಪ್ರೆಗ್ನೆನ್ಸಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಗರ್ಭಧಾರಣೆಯನ್ನ ಇದು ಡಿಲೇ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ, ಮುಂದೂಡಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್ ಐಡಿಯಲ್ ಆರ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಒನ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಫಾರ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್. ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಎರಡು ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಮಧ್ಯದೊಳಗೆ ಒಂದು ಅಂತರ ಕಾಯ್ದುಕೊಳ್ಳಲು, ಅಂತರ ಇಡಲು ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್ ರಿಲೀಸಿಂಗ್ IUDs ಆರ್ ಐಡಿಯಲ್ ಒನ್, ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಒನ್, ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ these are widely accepted contraceptives. ಸೊ ಈ ಗರ್ಭ ನಿರೋಧಕ ಸಾಧನಗಳೊಳಗ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಬಳಕೆ ಮಾಡಲ್ಪಟ್ಟದ್ದು ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್ ರಿಲೀಸಿಂಗ್ IUDs. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ with this we conclude here, and we will discuss the other what is that contraceptive methods in the next class. Okay, thank you.